Uh-oh. I figured it out. I took the picture with my phone and flipped the image. It was upside down. So that's how I got past it.
Lines look good.
Gaia, it's up there. Second floor.
Can you reach it?
So much for avoiding contact.
Damn. Kill the Eclipse. That sucks. Did he see me? Stop, jerk, roll. Oh, I missed him. Get out of that. Yeah. More of them?
Elevators non-operational. Stairwells have collapsed.
It's in the middle of an animation. How am I getting hit by that? Some my flames.
Here we are. She's still here? Gotcha.
Gotcha. You're dead.
I see him.
Is there more? What's going on?
Or not.
The shadow commands it. Got one right here.
I'll get his heavy weapon too. That's gonna help.
Got him over here.
Room's clear. For a moment, anyway.
Then get moving. You have to find Gaia.
Sylvester's office. Go, go, go. Okay, I guess I don't need that.
Hello, I'm Margot Shen, and this is Hephaestus. As the name might tip you off, this is going to be the subordinate function that Gaia will use to make lots and lots of robots. Her personal forge. Except, it's not that simple. So like, you probably noticed that only about a third of you are robotics engineers. The rest, experts in machine cognition, virtual heuristics, that stuff. Well, that's because we aren't going to be the ones designing and building robots. The last thing we want is
she's
to
right here.
burden Gaia with a bunch of outmoded 21st century designs. Waste of time. Our purpose is to empower Gaia to build the robots, and not just build, imagine, from scratch. Any robot she needs for any conceivable purpose, designed and fabricated at a snap of a finger. Hers. Her finger. So, Hephaestus isn't really the forge. It's more like the knowledge of craft and ingenuity of a mastersmith to wield the hammer. Encoded as software. Virtual creativity made real. Gaia's already learning. In simulations, she's doing some very creative things with fractal assembly and animal morphologies. Her designs aren't about to win the Liam Prize anytime soon, but hey, everyone has to start somewhere. So, yes, time to get started. Let's do this.
I don't get it.
Which part? It's a little technical at places.
If Gaia was designed to save life, why would the robots it makes attack people?
Perhaps it loves some forms of life more than others.
The derangement. The machines weren't always so angry.
True. Mostly they were docile until 10, 15 years ago.
For years, Hephaestus has been forcing cauldrons to make aggressive machines. I've seen it myself, in the cauldrons. Stalkers, Ravagers, the Thunderjaw. How could it do that? And why?
Why indeed?
Yeah. It gets crazier and crazier. I just need to find out my answers right now.
I think this is it. Elizabeth Sobek's office. But it's sealed off. There's got to be a way inside.
Keep looking.
More Eclipse.
Careful now.
Yeah, these guys, man, everywhere.
Welcome to Apollo, the collective memory of the human species and the wellspring of knowledge for future generations. I am Samina Ebaji. Until recently, I was director of the International Collective Memory Institute in New Tehran. As a heritage professional, I devoted my career to the preservation of human knowledge, creative endeavor, and cultural achievement. Apollo is, therefore, the ultimate embodiment of a lifelong passion, albeit under the very worst circumstances imaginable. The challenges before us are immense. Specifically, we will have to design and implement 4 major initiatives simultaneously. First, the construction of data repositories in cradle facilities around the world, ensuring redundancy. Second, the collection and processing of a projected 180 million discrete data entries. 42 zettabytes of data in Mandarin, English, Spanish, and Arabic. Third, the transferal and encoding of all that data onto DNA encapsulated in synthetic fossils. The only medium medium, capacious, and durable enough to safeguard it without degradation for the centuries to come. And last, but not least, the development of the holographic interface and gamified curricula, by which future humans will commune with Apollo, progressively unlocking heuristic learning modules, leveling up their knowledge and skills they will need to take control of the terraforming system. That is the future towards which all of our efforts will be directed. Not just the preservation of the past, but the seed for the flourishing of a new tree of knowledge. Welcome, and let us begin.
Man. Holy cow. Apollo update? Maybe something I want to check this out. For the past 2 months, the full benefit of our procurement of a copy of the Homer archive from the far zenith has made itself known as a result. All of Apollo's key deliverables are on schedule. Apollo has already surpassed 40 million discrete data entries and continues to grow. The physical silent modules are effectively complete, with soft science modules close behind. World science, cultural data, and media archives are also on schedule. Language preservation is wrapping up a bit ahead of schedule due to falling short of our goal to preserve 4,500 languages. I suppose the tragic early loss of Papua New Guinea due with that goal from the outset of attending curricula development about to begin. Speaking of the heuristic curricula, they are performing well in testing with children and adolescents, demonstrating high levels of engagement with and trust in the Aristotle and Appasia personae. Personally, I find them highly engaging, especially when they debate. I wish half my professors had been so entertaining. He's not going to turn around.
So Sunfall rests upon a ruin of the old ones.
It didn't even give me the option. See how it didn't even come up.
Someone here?
Haven't you got anything better to do?
Did he just kill himself?
All of this lost. The ancients' greatest gift to us.
Greatest?
Yeah, he did. He just killed
How about
himself.
the fact we exist at all?
To abide in ignorance is a curse, Aloy. You of all people should know that.
That guy ended up killing himself with his own explosives he threw.
Dr. Sobek, please archive this testimonial in
It went right past his body.
mentions of my name and Operation Victory. My name is General Aaron Harris. From 2060 to 2066, I served as the chairman of the Joint Chiefs of Staff, the highest ranked officer of the United States Armed Forces. The tenure of my command side of Operation Enduring Victory. A falsehood perpetrated on the civilian populations of the United States and other nations during the last 14 months of life on this planet. Before the federal plague, I did my job and did it well. I was bold and decisive, crafty in political maneuvers. It wasn't an accident that I rose to my position and became the commander of the largest mechanized force ever assembled. But to what end? My only lasting achievement was the extinction of life on Earth. And my one redeeming act, if any, was to delay that extinction by days or weeks, by throwing more death at it. It is my hope that there will be no need for men like me in the world to come. If you are one of the people of that future world listening to this message, please know that I am sorry and that I wish you well. Sincerely, Aaron Harris.
Welcome to Hades, Zero Dawn's Extinction Failsafe Protocol, the ultimate killer app. Now,
Noise complaints. This guy Travis Tate is here, right on the screen.
The purpose of Gaia is to resurrect life. So why give her a subordinate function, only purpose of which is to wipe out life all over again? I mean, what the?
Hades Protocol. Tate here just popped 3 blues, but I earned it. Turns out the just right solution is to isolate Gaia in a protective cold shell, preserving its integrity, then unseated from command position, so Hades can slip into the figurative captain's chair and work its magic. Those blues are coming on strong now, so I'm not really just describing it so clear, but pretty sure it'll work.
What? Just plumb crazy, ain't it?
Oops.
Well, no, it isn't. Reconstituting a biosphere? That's a tall order. Tech smart as Gaia may be, odds are she won't get it right the first time. I mean, imagine your Gaia 200 years from now and this new biosphere growing, it's all gone wrong. Alkalines are skyrocketing, coniferous forests eroding under the lash of superstorms that would have drowned Noah. It's chaos. A spinning top that won't stop wobbling. Now what are you gonna do? Release phase 1 organisms into that hot mess? Hope their CO2 and methane can balance out what you got started? Hell no. What you're gonna do, Gaia, is step aside while Hades takes over and does what you're just too darn nurturing and life-loving to do. Which is burn that misbegotten mess of a biosphere to the ground so Gaia can start over. Okay, not burn, more like reverse terraforming operations and suffocate it. But you get the idea. Hades takes the biosphere back to zero. Square one, blank slate. And then, only then, does it hand the steering wheel back to Gaia and say, try again, old girl. And better this time, or we'll have to do this again. That's Hades. It's pretty badass when you think about it. Extinction on demand. Death on speed dial. All for the greater good, of course, but still, kind of metal. So welcome to Hades. Welcome to the void.
Okay, so if that's the original purpose of Hades, why does it want me extinct?
We need more data.
And how does it end up in the wreckage of a Pharaoh Titan, getting worshipped by the Eclipse like some kind of god?
I'm learning as you are, Aloy. Keep searching.
Archive reviews. We should take this mail concerns Apollo archive submission, either 666 submission in just 5 days, and oh, what a doozy. Despite earlier warnings, inappropriate materials, you chose to submit 265 holographic remasters of acknowledged classes of extreme exploitation cinema. Allow me then to thank you on 2 accounts. Give me the pleasure of rejecting your submission, thereby co-signing your favorite Eastern European torture flicks and their ilk to the dust heap of oblivion. It truly warms my heart to know that I have saved future humanity from the ordeal of experiencing not just one, but all 16 installments of making a millipede. Don't worry, the salami material has already been preserved. Extreme perhaps, but art. I'm clarifying a concept that has so long been ambiguous and ethically fraught for archivists such as myself, the definition of obscenity. Yet freed me from the subjective quagmire embodied in Judge Potter's famous utterance. I know it when I see it. Thanks to you, I can now apply a single objective criterion. If Travis Tate submitted it, it's obscene. Accordingly, I have directed Apollo staff to summarily reject all of your future submissions, sight unseen. Perhaps you might invest the time you would have spent preparing further submissions on, oh, I don't know, your assigned work. We have a world to save after all, or the rest of us do anyway. Dang. I just want to know what's going on. I'm ready to just find out. Got rats in here. Here we go again with this. Another one.
Welcome to Eleuthia, the crown and king of Gaia's subordinate functions. For it is by Eleuthia that the human race will continue to exist. I am...
And all this reading. Holy cow.
Klein, the alpha in charge of this program. Now let one thing be perfectly clear from the outset. Eleuthia is not a genetic engineering project. Our goal is to preserve the human genome, not alter it. A snapshot of human genetic diversity, literally frozen in time. The genetic quintessence of our species.
So is this where they come from, or what?
Modified. Under my watch, our activities and initiatives will comply with the 2034 clone provisions and the 2048 Rally Accords. Now that may seem a quaint, even trivial concern to you in light of present circumstances.
Standards to switch your persona, however, is going to be greater software challenge than anticipated. I've also attached reports from an incident where a servitor running the mother persona intervened on a disciplinary servitor's behavior. A parental argument, if you will, amusing on first glance, perhaps, but deeply concerning.
But, as one of the authors of the Accords, it is far from trivial to me. The practical challenges before us are staggering in scope and complexity, but not insurmountable. Global collation and provisional storage of zygotes, perfection of exogenic technologies, design and...
Cradle seal. The Eleuthia 1 was successfully sealed before the swarm advancing across Xinjiang province could detect a ping back from crucial systems is good for our maiden voyage a success. Regards my disputes with the betas over zygote selection. Of course, I understand we have limited overhead to run simulations of gene flow in our future humans, but we can all agree there is a margin for refinement in future greater populations. This is just nuts. Where are they? So they create humans now? Imaging? It's right up there.
To say nothing of the breakneck construction of cradle facilities at sites around the world. So, si vous êtes prêts, let us begin.
Okay. Let's go, go, go. I'm so eager to find out what's going on. They're making humans now.
Cradle facilities. Elizabeth said a new generation of humans would be spawned inside such places.
She did.
All Mother Mountain. It was one of them?
There's only one way to be sure.
So was she?
The hatch wouldn't open. Something about a corrupted alpha registry. I need to search Elizabeth's office.
So what, did Aloy come from that? Or what? From a machine?
Would benefit from antilopinate morphologies, though caprid forms show superior load-bearing capability.
You're a quick study, Gaia.
Dr.
Oh,
Sobek,
look.
as I have conducted this comparative analysis of mammalian morphologies, I've gathered extensive data on the quaternary extinction event.
Oh? And your assessment? Gaia?
Logically speaking, the extinction was a natural consequence.
And yet,
I find the loss of megafaunal species unaccountably sad. That they passed forever into oblivion causes me to experience a grief that is difficult to describe. Am I malfunctioning?
no, Gaia, you're not. This is good. It's very good. You will undergo a brief period of unconsciousness during relocation to Prime and final instatement.
Elizabeth, may I speak outside protocol?
When you're back up and running at the new site, we'll bring the subordinate functions online and see where we stand.
Elizabeth, I detect distress. Are you all right?
I'm fine.
I realize that circumstances compel us to launch earlier than we hoped, but all subsystems are operational. The odds stand in our favor.
But what if... Gaia, there's nothing left out there. You can't even survive unless you're wearing an environmental suit. There are billions dead, in fear and agony. What if it was all for nothing?
Elizabeth, extinction was inevitable. Thanks to you, life will have a future.
You really believe that?
I believe in you, Elizabeth. In you, all things.
Dang. Oh, man. Let's see his field. Some terrible news, I'm afraid. Farzenov has informed me that the Odyssey mission has failed. Last night, telemetry indicated a catastrophic antimatter containment failure as the drive spun up to depart the solar system. The ship, its crew, its cargo of Zygos and Seeds, its Alpha build of Apollo, all were lost. Zero Dawn is now the only hope for the continuation of the human species in earthly life. Dang. He must have seen Elizabeth. Positive about it, those words can still mean nothing. I had my sleeves roll up negotiating with frozen zoos for their examples. So many species trapped in ghoulish hologram dioramas, suspended in what ifs, more than 14,000 that went extinct between 2000 and 2043. Those will have to wait their turn until our new generation can be entrusted with the duty of restoring us, so they can return to a world that, this time, will understand the concept of conservation before it's too late. It's already been too many too late. We lost a whole collection team during the swarm breakthrough in Myanmar. The samples were lost. Well, irreplaceable, but thanks to you, Liz, and the circle of life will bend, not break. The earth was a lifeless rock before, and someday it will be again. But not now, not like this, not on our watch.
Should have brought a cart.
Wait, what's going on? It's not letting me do the objective. Oh, I had to come around here.
The Alpha Registry master file.
Intact?
Yeah. No signs of corruption.
Then what are you waiting for? Copy the file.
Get that data.
With this,
I'm reading.
registry at the hatch
Like,
inside the mother. Open it. Go inside.
And grasp the secrets within.
Where I was born. Maybe who gave birth to me.
Let's see.
Are you really so naive? There will be no who waiting for you there, Aloy. Whatever birthed you into the world was a what, not a who.
You bastard.
Oh no, I had a legitimate birth. It's you, Aloy, who are the creation of a machine. But what kind of machine and why?
Oh, I said it too. I was like, man, she could have been created by a machine, some kind of machine. Maybe it's a special one. Like what?
Eclipse.
You need to get out of there. What you found is too valuable. You're too valuable.
Haha. It was created by a machine. Look at that. What's that? Uh-oh. You see him standing in front of the cutscene and just wait for the explosion.
Still alive. Good.
He was.
I have a more suitable death in mind for you, child.
Dang, he stumped him.